G'day guys, so here I am at Matheson Bay. It's one of my favourite spots to come out and go for a spearfish. I'm right on sunrise, as you can see. It's high tide right now, so it's perfect time to get booty and head out. This water's only going to get clearer with the cockle beds cleaning the water on the outgoing tide. So yeah, now I'll just get geared up and get on in there. We're going to head this direction this time, different to where I normally go, see if I can get some different results. Right guys, let's do it.
My goal for this trip was simply just to test out some new camera positioning for different camera angles. Getting a feed of fish was just a bonus. The water clarity was really good. This good-sized poro gave a perfect opportunity for me to bag a new species. Unfortunately, my flopper didn't fold in on impact with the fish, so the fish pulled off straight away. I spent most of my time patrolling the weed edge, looking for good candidates to put a shaft through, as well as checking any gutters in amongst the weed for snapper. While there are a lot of fish inhabiting this patch of weed, they were all perori and spotties, neither of which I wanted to shoot. The GoPro on my head had frozen, and the one on my wrist didn't manage to capture the snapper I was shooting at, but the shaft pulled out of it anyway. And this snapper had managed to do a Houdini by the time I had got down to its level.
Well guys, it's been quite fishy today. There's been a lot of, it looks like plankton in the water, so that's probably why. But yeah, there's been a lot of small snapper. There was one that would have been legal that I missed. And there was also a real big one that I was way too, like I just wasn't paying attention. And consequently it swam away. But yeah, it's definitely really fishy. Now I've just got to get a shaft through something. There was a big fish right at the beginning, and I don't know what happened, whether the flopper didn't fold in on impact or something, but the shaft just hit and it pulled out straight away. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I think I'll have to watch the camera back in slow motion or something, see what happened. It's a little bit difficult to go deep today because, as you can probably hear, I've got quite a bad cold that I've had for a couple of weeks now, and yeah, I just can't seem to get rid of it, so it's making going deep a bit difficult, but still definitely seeing the fish, so I might not have to go deep. But yeah, I'll just finish resting up, changing batteries, and then get back in there. Alright guys, rested up, it's time to get back in there. I definitely needed that rest though, because that current is pretty strong. But yeah, time to get back in there because I'm not going to shoot any fish sitting on the shore.
As the morning wore on, the water just got clearer and clearer. This good-sized Perori was flirting with danger, but ultimately I decided that I didn't want to take it. I always enjoy seeing young snapper, but it would be better if there were some bigger ones. This leather jacket popped out of the weed and I wasn't going to pass it up. There were a lot of good-sized goatfish digging at the sand, so I dropped down for a shot, but they'd all moved on by the time I got there. Then I saw this one hanging out on top of a rock. Unfortunately, the shot landed a little high and tore free, but the fish looked stunned, so I figured I could dive down and grab it before it got its bearings, but that wasn't the case. The goatfish then holed up in a crevice in amongst the weed, which attracted a lot of young snapper. So I dropped down to try and get a shot at one in the group that seemed legal, but it managed to slip out the back of the weed. So I decided to drop down and once again try and retrieve the goatfish, but once again it gave me the slip. It was then that I noticed that the snapper had come back, so I dropped down for another attempt at it. The shot ended up being further than I thought, and the shaft didn't penetrate far enough to engage the flopper, so that ended up being another fish that got away. So with that last disaster, I decided to call it quits for the morning and head back to shore.
Well guys, that was a lot of fun hunting around the left hand side, which I've never hunted around before. A lot of young snapper, which is good to see, and tons and tons of goatfish too. But yeah, it's sort of wasn't as lucky as I could have been today. Had a shaft pulled out a couple of times, 3 times in fact. Once on, let me know what you think that first fish was. But yeah, shaft pulled out of that one. Then yeah, there's a snapper I was too slow on. That was a good sized snapper. Yeah, then I put a shaft through that triggerfish or leather jacket, whichever you want to call it. I'm a big fan of eating leather jackets, so it's always good to get one of those in the float boat. And then yeah, had a bit of a nightmare with that good sized goatfish. I'm sure you guys will have a bit of a laugh at that. That was a bit chaotic. And then yeah, the good panty snapper that was having a crack at that goatfish, that shaft pulled out of that as well. So yeah, I might need to have a look at my flopper. I think I don't know whether it's engaging or whether it's not folding back in, and then so when it hits the fish, the flopper's not going through the fish. Maybe that's why it's pulling out, I don't know. But yeah, I'll get home, give that a good clean up, good look at it, make sure it's nice and loose. But yeah, it's been a good morning though. It's been a lot of fun. So I haven't been spearfishing for 5 months now, since I was in Rarotonga. So yeah, it's just good to get back out in the water. It was really difficult with this cold to, 1, get down, and 2, stay down. But yeah, no, because it was a lot of fun, and hope you guys enjoyed it. And thanks a lot for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.